If you want to make a fortune teller, here's what you gotta do. What you will need: paper, scissors, crayons or colored pencils, wrapping paper. If you want to know how to make a fortune teller, here's what you gotta do. Okay, when we were kids, me and my siblings used to make these things all the time. Hopefully this looks familiar to you. What we would do is have a different color on the outside of each corner, and then on the inside you have numbers, and someone would pick a color first and say it was blue. You'd spell out blue, B-L-U-E. Then they could pick a number, and let's say the number was 7. Then you'd open it up and it would give you your fortune, which could be anything from you will do great things or anything like that. Something that has to do with having a good fortune. Well, there's other ways to fill these in. You can do a little truth or dare, have a question that, have you ever stolen anything, or an activities fortune teller where you open it up and it'll tell you, okay, you have to do 12 jumping jacks. Many different things you can fill this in with. But first I'm going to show you how to make them, and then I'm going to show you how you can make it into an entertaining adult game as well. Okay, so you start with just a blank piece of paper, and what you want to do is fold it so that it lines up into an exact square. So when you fold it, you line up the other edge of the piece of paper so it'll match here, fold, and then you'll have this little extra piece here that you just want to cut off so you get an exact square when you open it up, and I'll show you. So first just cut that piece off. Okay, and then you have a square. Also, if you just have square paper, that's a lot easier. You can just start with that. Okay, so this has already been folded in half this way. I like to fold it the other way so you have an exact center point, and it makes it easier to line up the corners as you start to fold the origami. So I fold it in half the other way, matching the points. And now we sort of have a crosshairs right in the center, and that's perfect for when you start folding. So first you want to fold in each of the corners to meet the center, just like this. And as you're folding, you want to just off the center, because that allows for any mistakes in the cutting, or if it's not an exact perfect square. If you do just off the center of the crisscross, then if you made any mistakes, it'll be easier to continue with the fortune teller. So once you have all those corners folded in, it will look like this. You want to turn it over and do the same thing with just folding in the corners. Right to the center mark, just outside the center. Okay. And then the other two sides, like so. And like so. Perfect. Okay. That's basically a finished product. I like to fold it in half like this first, so that, and you can do it the other way as well, so that it makes it easier to sort of create that space where you can get your fingers in. And once you can get your fingers in there, you've made your little fortune teller. Now you can just decorate it. Okay, so what I did with this one was I colored in actual colors, yellow, green, red, and blue. But you don't have to color them in, you can just write the word. So you can just say green, red, blue, yellow, and you can pick whatever color you want. This makes it easier also if you want to count out how many letters there are once you start moving the sides. So you have your different colors like this written out, or you can color them in like this. Okay, so then once you open it up, you can put in numbers. Now, I usually just write in numbers 1 through 8, but you can pick any random numbers you want. It doesn't really matter. So you can pick your birthday or important dates. It's how much effort you want to put into it, really. So I'm just going to write 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Then you can fill in your inside, your fortunes, or I like to when I'm doing this for kids, I like to put in something that says, oh, you're nice, or you have a nice smile, you'll do great things. I like to write nice things. Everything in there is positive. If you wanted to do a truth or dare game, you want to make it like a little bit more innocent for kids. I dare you to do a handstand, or if you want to do truth, have you ever eaten too many jelly beans? Something cute like that. Okay, so that is the kids version there. And then you just write in all the different fortunes and you can play the game. Now, if you're using this for a kids party, what you want to do is let the kids do the decorating first. You teach them how to make it, and this takes a little bit of time up. So they're making the fortune teller, and then they'll have some time to play with it with their friends at the party. Now, you can also use it, if you flip it upside down, as a little treat holder. And you can put, popcorn in one, or nuts, or berries, or dried fruit if you want to do healthy snacks, or different chocolate candies, or different sweets if depending on what the kids are allowed to eat. So that's the kids version, and it's a lot of fun. Okay, now for the adult version of the fortune teller. I'm going to shoot this bit over my shoulder so you can get a really good idea of what it looks like when I'm folding. Okay, so I took a piece of wrapping paper and cut it into a square. So it's already been folded this way. And now I will fold it in the opposite direction so we get that nice center crosshairs. Voila, perfect, right there. So now I'm going to start folding in the corners as I did just for the kids. It's exactly the same design, only this one looks a little bit prettier and more adult because it was made with nice pretty wrapping paper. So fold in each corner like so. Okay, and you see how I have it just off the center. Makes it easier if anything's not just perfectly lined up. Okay, so then once it's perfectly folded in, I just turn it around and do the same thing. Fold in each corner just off the center mark, like so. And for the bigger you make these fortune tellers, you want to make the paper stiffer so that it'll hold up. I tried this with thinner paper for the bigger one, and it hilariously did not come out very well. Okay, so now I fold it in half this way, and then again this way, just to get those bends started, right? And then put 2 fingers in one side like so, 2 fingers in the other side like so. Get that other one in there. Show that. And there we go. A fortune teller. Now this is the adult version because it's just a little bit prettier. I mean, you could do these for kids' parties as well, but it looks very nice when set out on the table. And then you can put little snacks in there for adults as well. But what's also nice about these is you can write your numbers on the inside, just as you would for the kids. You'd play your game this way, but maybe inside you'd ask some more interesting truth or dare questions. Or this is also another cute little thing to do with your friends if you want to get to know each other. And what you can do is each of you makes one, or however many people happen to be at a party. They could play with the person next to them. When they open it up, it has a fact about you that that maybe they didn't know before. So it can say, you know, I have this many children, or I used to work as a tightrope walker, or I was a dance teacher, or I did voiceover, or whatever, just interesting little facts about you. And it's just a fun game to play. So that's the two versions of the fortune tellers. So we have, this is the adult version, and this is the kids version. Very cute. And also cute little snack holders. Please check out my website, hereswhatyagottado.wordpress.com. And if you like what you see, please subscribe.